The headlines: Zika cases remaining relatively consistent, ministry says. School leavers now sit in the most CXCs, and Barbados getting a Davis Cup head start. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, February the 23rd, 2016.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organizations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, maximizing productivity, building a better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
The Ministry of Health is indicating that Zika cases have been showing a consistent pattern with no sign of a spurt. The number of confirmed cases remains at 7, while suspected cases have reached 268, with no new cases among pregnant women. Dr. Arthur Phillips, a senior medical officer of health, told reporters that all pregnant women who present with symptoms outside of the 5-day gestation period will be assumed positive for Zika and referred to the high-risk unit at the QEH for close monitoring. Just 3 months after its launch, Rock Hard Cement is claiming a close to 70% share of the market. Mark Maloney, one of the men behind the company, told an industry workshop that the quality of Rock Hard's cement has exceeded expectations and the feedback from customers has been overwhelming. The entry of the company ended the monopoly held by Arwak Cement Plant for 31 years. Mr. Maloney said Rock Hard will be exporting to Caribbean territories, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Trinidad and Tobago in the coming months.
Most important to us is not market share. Most important is ensuring that all of our customers that are using our cement are happy with it and that we're building relationships with them. So we would rather have great relationships and great feedback and experience from 70% of the market than to have 100% of the market and not have that. So that's what's important to us. Your second question is the rest of the region. Today, as you know, we had ready-mix companies, big ready-mix companies from Guyana, Trinidad, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Grenada, and also our distributors are all here with us from those territories. A similar plant that is being built here in Barbados is being built in Trinidad right now.
Students who finished secondary school now sit the most CXCs. That somewhat surprising statistic has been revealed by Barbadian Registrar of the Caribbean Examinations Council, Glenroy Cumberbatch. He told a forum for students and parents on Monday that more than 60% of those taking the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate have already left secondary school. He said the trend has been developing over the past 5 years, with mathematics, English, principles of business, and principles of accounts being the most popular subjects among this group. As a result, he said those who can't get their qualifications at school now should not despair. A direct air service between Suriname and Barbados has been launched by Surinamese airline Fly Always. Managing Director Amichan Jau said the objective of the service is to improve both tourism and trade.
What we are trying to do is to give the Caribbean people the opportunity to visit destinations where you cannot get easy or where there are no regular flights. That is our one of our main purpose. Second is we would like to develop also the trade in the Caribbean, and if there's no transportation, you cannot develop trades. So we hope that business people will use our services as well.
Mr. Jau said the service would also have connections to Brazil. Journalists and photographers have joined family and friends at the funeral service for former newspaper photographer Grantley Seeley. Niece Gabriella Wilkie paid tribute to Mr. Seeley, who grew up in Tudor St. Michael and migrated to England before he returned to Barbados. He became one of the island's best-known photographers, working with the Nation Publishing Company and the Barbados Advocate. Mr. Seeley died on February the 11th. He was interred at the St. James Cemetery. Up next is Hayden Gale with this week's commentary on the issue of missing girls.
It is time to confront head-on the problem of girls who go missing in Barbados. For us in the media, It is a regular occurrence to see the police bulletin of a missing schoolgirl. Hours, sometimes days later, a terse statement comes from the police indicating the girl has been found. No other details are given. These are minors who have to be protected. But what happens after? Are parents called to the child care board? Does counseling take place? Is any attempt made to find the root cause? The term missing is now a joke on social media. The public is becoming desensitized to this. People dismiss the notices when they see them. That is an attitude we cannot adopt, as it could be a matter of life or death. The status quo simply cannot continue.
Sport now. Reports from Ecuador say the Barbados Davis Cup team are arriving in Ecuador on Friday, a week early to practice and train ahead of their America's Zone Group 1 tie on the first weekend of March. The team comprised top player Darion King, Hayden Lewis, Adam Hornby and Shannon Williams. The Ecuadorians appear to be wary of King, who has lost only one of his last 15 Davis Cup singles matches and won both his matches when the two teams played in Barbados last year. While only King of the Barbados players has an ATP ranking, that's a world ranking, all of Ecuador's players do have. Their Giovanni Lapenti is ranked at 232, just 11 places above King, who is at 243. The tie is being played in Puerto Viejo on Ecuador's Pacific coast. And finally, an Austrian man who let loose with a loud burp at a food stand said he was shocked to receive a fine equivalent to 154 Barbados dollars from a nearby police officer. Edding Mahik, who posted a photo of the police incident report to Facebook, wrote that he stopped at a kebab stand on Sunday in Vienna for a quick spicy snack, and he burped as a result of eating the food quickly. The 27-year-old said he felt a hand on his shoulder a few moments later and discovered it was a police officer who had overheard his belch. He was issued the fine for an alleged breach of peace. His supporters are organizing a flash mob protest on Facebook. The organizers said supporters will meet on Saturday to drink soda and burp loudly. A burping party. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday or subscribe to our e-paper.